I read that word as MAINE, but is it MAINE? MAINE, PYAR, KIYA, the revisit.
I think it might be Maine or May.
No, we have a state. We have a state that's called Maine, and
that's
so
true.
Immediately I go, "Oh, that's Maine." The state that looks like a hand. I just remembered that because I used to assemble a puzzle of the United States when I was a kid. It's stupid memories. Okay, so kids are dumb. Only Desi is the YouTube channel that made this. MAINE, PYAR, KIYA, the revisit. Hello, people. I'm Jaby Koay, joined by KIRK, and this is called MAINE, PYAR, KIYA, the revisit. I might have said that 4 times.
I think you did.
I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling. Yeah.
When we did the reaction to the pretentious movie reviews, quite a lot of people in the comments were like, oh, you should check out only Desi's reviews. They're really funny as well. And so Tanmay Agrawal made us subtitles, thank you very much, so we can understand what the heck is going on. Hopefully we will get some of the jokes. Yes. We haven't actually watched this movie, obviously. Obs, but hopefully it'll still be really funny.
Yes.
So, yeah.
For those of you who have yet to subscribe, that's okay. But you can make up for it by helping us out by supporting us on Patreon. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Okay.
That's a desperate call. It's a thirst trap for Patreon.
A thirst trap. Wow.
No, okay, so subscribe if you haven't already, please, and hit the Jennifer Sun bell icon. I don't know where it is, somewhere. Hit that bell icon and hit all notifications so that you get notified every time we drop another video because you love us so much. Oh, and Patreon. Yeah, please support us on Patreon if you'd be so kind. If you want more of our faces looking at and hanging out and whatnot. We're gonna start implementing other interesting things on the Patreon. One of which I really don't want to do, but ACHARA is insisting we do.
Which
so
is what?
To find out what that is.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, moving on. Here we go.
Right.
Pilot production company. अरे मैं तो मजाक कर रहा था मजाक में भी काम आ देते हैं ये लोग. From the director, जिन्होंने 90s के 10 साल में 3 सुपरहिट मूवीज बनाई with same hero, same co-actor, same बाबूजी, same माँ, even same रिश्तेदार, just to prove that Bollywood में लंबे टाइम तक सब सेम चलेगा.
Oh shit.
So let's revisit the movie, जो रिलीज के 30 साल बाद भी हम सबको अच्छे से याद है. For Bhagyashree's weird ass dance. यही सब बकचोदी करने जाते हो मंदिर में. मैंने प्यार किया. A blockbuster from 80s with visual effects that'll take you straight to your parents' wedding videos. Admit it, हम सबके किसी ना किसी family member की शादी में ये effect use हुआ ही है. It's a story of Kishan and Karan जो अपने जवानी के दिनों में बहुत ही close और बहुत ही बूढ़े हुआ करते थे. लेकिन 20 साल बाद भी Karan really loves Kishan, like he really loves Kishan.
Oh.
आज हमारा कॉन्टैक्ट सिर्फ टॉप लोगों से होना चाहिए.
Now he has a big office जहाँ ये अंकल को सिर्फ अपना पसीना पोंछने के लिए हायर किया गया है.
What? Like, I can't believe he noticed that.
It's a character.
Now he lives in a posh neighborhood of Mumbai with big buildings. Is that guy taking shit in the bush? He is taking shit in the bush. उनका बेटा प्रेम आज अमेरिका से पढ़ के वापस आया है. But even after having a big house, big office, sports cars, one thing their money cannot buy is a new refrigerator. Damn, that door gasket is dirtier than my humor. On the other side, Karan lives in a small village with her daughter Suman, जिनके घर के front door से आपको मिलेगा beautiful view of mountain paintings. And if you think that's fake, then just wait till you see Prem's house with same pair of statues in the living room, front door, back door, in the garden.
Oh my gosh.
Literally everywhere.
Wow.
I wouldn't have picked up on that.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
First of all, that's fake. Reality में कुछ ऐसी आवाज आती है. Hi.
Hello.
The orgasmic shivers. प्रेम और सुमन सिर्फ एक अच्छे दोस्त हैं.
दोस्ती की है, निभानी तो पड़ेगी ही.
दोस्ती का एक उसूल है मैडम. नो सॉरी, नो थैंक यू.
लेकिन हमारी इंडियन सोसाइटी की गंदी सोच को ऐसा नहीं लगता.
क्या है हाँ?
दोस्त है.
एक लड़का लड़की कभी दोस्त नहीं होते. ये तो एक पर्दा है पर्दा. कपकपाती रातों में धड़कते हुए दिलों की भड़कती हुई आग को बुझाने का
छुपाने का।
But together they will prove that our society is absolutely
Oh my god, that
right.
missed.
Yeah.
Girls, if you think that your guy friend sees you just as a friend, trust me, उसका सिर्फ एक ही इरादा है.
कपकपाती रातों में धड़कते हुए दिलों की भड़कती हुई आग को बुझाने का।
Suman is only 17 years old, and you can clearly see her churti jawani by constant fight between makeup artist and her pimples.
Oh.
She's a bright student,
87% inter.
and now she wants to become a doctor. Just kidding. It was 80s, man. उस टाइम लड़कियां 17 साल की हुई नहीं के? देखिए किस तरह थ्रू आउट द मूवी सुमन झुक के प्रेम का बार-बार लेगी आशीर्वाद.
Oh. My God.
Why does this really happen a lot in the movie? Oh wow.
यार पोस्टर में तो छोड़ देते बेचारी को. सुमन इज सो संस्कारी, बहन को बिना टच किए ही सब कुछ फील हो जाता है. She won't let Prem kiss her. She won't let him touch her. बेंचो एंकल में भी बाम लगाने के लिए आंख बंद रखना पड़ता है.
मैं आंखें बंद रखूंगा, promise.
But Prem is always horny, just like every man on earth. And after getting rejected for a kiss, he will kiss her picture. Bro, how desperate are you? No, don't do that. Please, don't do that. No. अबे ये सब हरकतें 10 साल के बच्चे किस प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए करते हैं. मैं भी करता था, कल भी किया था. Those really beautiful clothes, जिसे देख के सुमन कहती है.
पहन के बताऊं?
लेकिन फिर वो दिखाती उतार के है. अब संस्कार कहाँ गया?
18 साल की उम्र के लिए काफी होशियार।
87% inter.
But Suman's father wants Prem to earn 2,000 rupees in their village.
कमाने दे इसे महीने में 2,000 रुपए।
और फिर वो जॉब करेगा जिसमें उसे महारत हासिल है.
सुनो, तुम जा सकते हो, हमने दूसरा ड्राइवर रख लिया है।
दूसरा ड्राइवर?
Run.
Oh shit.
Husband नहीं चाहिए.
That's
नहीं
dark.
चाहिए मुझे 2 वक्त की रोटी बाबा।
Basically what she's trying to say is,
कि कैसे भी रखे हमको नून रोटी खाया तो हम मर भात खाएं, ठीक है?
but there are two bad guys in this movie. Soha Ali Khan with curly hair and Jeevan, the kabutar hunter, who will shoot all the pigeons to uncover the nipples. Man, you have to be really perverted to paint something like this. देखिए किस तरह जीवन सुमन का रेप करने की कोशिश करेगा.
art.
And instead of kicking him right in the balls, she decides to play pillow fight with him.
Oh.
But after a big fight, the only thing that can stop
Music.
जीवन is the kabutar. जिसे याद आता है कि किस तरह जीवन उसे मारने की कोशिश कर रहा था. So a pigeon had a flashback. जीवन, the pigeon flies away because you know humans कबूतर को तो जेल में डाल नहीं सकते. Oh wait,
It's kind of
मैंने
amazing.
प्यार किया, लेकिन शादी नहीं. Oh hello Desis. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure you give me some likes.
Oh.
And also follow us on Instagram at only_Desi. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
He had to have. Oh shit. Okay, sorry.
Are they getting married? Ah! Oh my god! Oh shit! I wasn't expecting that. Why would he do that? What?
Does that really scare you?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
It's just
I can't deal with that.
I just find that annoying. I hate when people do that. I would have given this video a downvote just for that. Otherwise, it was nice.
How are you? How are you not scared?
It just annoys me. It just irritates me. I'm like, why would you do that?
Okay, so this is completely unrelated to the video that we just watched, but I think I was looking at Nasser.
Great way to start the review, by the way.
I'm sorry, but maybe it's a little related. So I was watching Nasser's Instagram, right? And he had this video about him just scaring his girlfriend all throughout quarantine.
Yeah, the water bottle one.
Yeah, it was just like a bunch of different things. He was just scaring her like as she turned around the corner. And I was like, she has the patience of a saint, because if it was me, I would have A, smacked you, and B, I would have screamed bloody murder, which is exactly what I did just here. Like, you cannot sneak up on me because I will scream. And I held back then because I realized that we were shooting. I was like, don't let out the full scream. That's scary shit, man.
Anyway, only Desi probably had to watch that movie at least 20 times.
Wow.
Because in order to acquire all of this information, you really have to go over the film over and over and over again. I mean, I suppose in a single sitting, you could acquire a lot and you just pause and rewind a little bit, pause and rewind, because you're already familiar with the movie. Like if we were to go and look at, I don't know, Kindergarten Cop or something, you know, a film that was big over here, or Terminator, right? A film that was big over here that a lot of us have seen a million times, and then you go back and start to pick it apart. There's no two ways about it. You're gonna spend more time with that movie in investigating it for all these little nooks and crannies that most people don't pay attention to. I would not have picked up on the statue being used for set dressing in like 8 different scenes.
Yeah.
There's no way I would have noticed that. I mean, I'm a neurotic guy and maybe I would have picked up on it, but I probably wouldn't have thought too much about it.
Yeah.
It is funny when you start to point these things out in isolation. The pillow fight thing, I almost have to watch this movie just to see that scene. I'm like, what the hell is going on there? Why didn't she kick him? Obviously, whoever made that scene who's never got attacked by a girl. That's not how girls attack you. That's just not.
Oh, you've had a lot of experience being attacked by girls.
I've had aggressive exes. When women attack you, it's not pretty. A guy will put up his dukes. He'll come at you, right? He might smack you. Women use their nails and they are fierce. And it's
and
like,
you gotta fight dirty because like...
they pull your hair. There's a reason I'm not dating that girl because she was very violent.
I go straight for the crown jewels.
No, but like, no, she didn't do that. She would just like dig her nails into my skin and pull my hair, and it was like bad. And so I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a broad coming at you. That's not what that looks like.
She's a very pretty lady as well.
Oh, no one's questioning that.
Yeah.
I'm just questioning the validity of the. I'm questioning the execution of that
she's supposed to
fight
be this,
scene.
like, gentle character. She's like, oh no, I'm not gonna kick you in the nuts. Let me just smack you with a pillow.
No.
Yeah.
Those are the ones you have to look out for the most. The ones that seem docile, have the most potential aggro, the most potential aggression built up inside of them because they spend so much time being so dainty and soft. It's like
What are you
it takes
talking about, Jaby?
It takes a lot to contain all of that. It takes a lot to be that person on a daily basis and constantly live out this lie of being the gentle girl. You know? I'll take the girl who spits over the girl who...
At least you know what you're getting, right?
Well, you know what's up with them. They're not gonna gouge your eyes out. They're not gonna stick their nails in the back of your neck in an effort to keep your television.
What? Is that what happened?
That's a story for another day.
Oh.
Anyway. Just leave it on that note right there.
No, he's got some really great observation skills. He does it in such a way that he can make really good comedy out of it. Like that one extra, I don't know if was he an extra or featured extra or just a regular day player? His one job was to just wipe sweat off his face. I don't know if that was the director telling him.
No, it wasn't the director. It wasn't the director.
Like, this is a character choice.
It was a character choice. I'll tell you why.
Why?
If you ever worked on set and you've been around extras, that's how they are. They think that they're a character too, even though...
Well, they should. But like, they shouldn't be distracting.
Look.
You should have, you can do that.
I remember I was working on That's So Raven. Because I'd done that show multiple times because a friend of mine was directing multiple episodes. So every time he was directing, he brought me on to be a background. And fortunately, I got to be union background, which meant you got paid more. You were treated better. There was like 20 union background and like 100 non-union background. And so non-union background sucked. You got paid like maybe a tenth of the money and you got treated like garbage. I'm at a table opposite of another actress who's union background and we're just literally just talking in the scene. Like we're talking quietly so as to not disturb the dialogue that's being shot, but we're just actually having a conversation. And I distinctly remember this waiter coming up to us and going, and like, he's doing this like major head bobbing movement and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like no person in real life acts like that. Like there's no server I've ever met who's doing this like crazy head shaking move. I just got busy doing that. Like I've never met a person like that in real life.
Yeah.
But that's how extras behave. They go extra in their behavior. And I'm like, dude, just calm down. You are atmosphere. It's called atmosphere for a reason. And so this guy created a character because of whatever reason, that's his thing the entire time. It worked insofar as only Desi noticed him, but he otherwise would have gone unnoticed forever. No one would have ever picked up on that. And it's like, that's what background people do though. They think that they're the star sometimes, and it's like, you're set dressing. You're a glorified set dressing.
You're just wallpaper that moves.
Yes, it's just to create motion so it looks like the scene's alive. That's it. So calm down with it. You're walking by, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, which is
hit your mark.
It's not a bad gig. It actually pays really, really well here to be background if you're union. Like commercial background makes so much money. So much money.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if I'm doing background, I know what I'm doing. I'm not thinking it's anything like theatrical and big. I'm just doing the thing they tell me to do.
Just hit your mark, do your thing,
Yeah.
look natural, don't make too much noise.
Yeah.
Right. The other thing, I couldn't believe he noticed the dude taking a dump in the bushes.
Well, when you're studying the movie,
what?
this guy's obviously neurotic. He's obviously like watching the movie and like picking
But like, how did the filmmakers not notice that like there was
so much
a
is
guy
going on.
having a poo?
I don't know what it's like to shoot a movie in India. I have only heard things. Looking at the films from India from 25 years ago, it's different from how it's made now, is what it looks like to an outsider like myself. It looks like it's taken more seriously in terms of the production side. You won't catch things like that today. To be fair though, if you were to go back to our films in 70s or 80s, even 90s, you'll catch weird goofs and
Yeah.
stuff like that that'll get digitized out now.
It's fun to find for sure.
Yeah. Now that right there, it's like, if I had to guess, it's like they just found this road and they just decided we're gonna shoot here.
Yeah.
They didn't necessarily get permits or licenses or whatever. They just decided we're gonna do this movie here.
Right.
And you can't say anything about it. They shot and there's a kid pooping in the bushes. It's like, well, that was the take.
That was the best one.
Yeah. No.
Oh, well.
Hopefully no one notices, which most people wouldn't
Would not.
notice.
I didn't until he pointed
Yeah.
it out. I was like, and how do you even know that that's what he's doing? Maybe he just lost his keys.
But let's give the benefit of the doubt to the movie. Maybe they were like, hey, it's real. And they're like, what are you gonna do? It's like,
Yeah.
that actually happened. That's what happens. Deal with it. Who knows? I never saw the movie. I'm making guesses off of this
Yeah.
little video here. I obviously see the comparison to pretentious reviews. The whole bit with the love relationship between the
Oh my
two
gosh.
dudes was, I found hilarious.
It's like,
No offense.
you know, this movie was made, what, like over 30 years ago. Were you really thinking that hard about that stuff? Or was it just, oh, they're really close friends? That's how close male
Well,
friends behave with each other.
What I want to know is what distribution to home video was like at this time. If it was exactly the same as the US or if it was different. Because in the earlier days of cinema here in the States, you couldn't buy VHS tapes, you couldn't buy DVDs, you couldn't buy laser discs. It was like you had to go watch it at the cinema.
Right.
And it would play for a while and then it would leave theaters and that was it. You didn't get to watch it anymore, right? Whereas today, everything's online. At the time that this film was made, I would imagine that we were probably getting VHS tapes. I want to know what it was like in India at the time because there's a possibility that you just watched it at the movie theater and that was basically it. If it was, you weren't pausing. Even if you had home VHS tapes, you weren't necessarily pausing because you'd ruin the VHS tape. They're good for 75 plays and then they're just ruined.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
VHS tapes were always compromised. After you watched it just a handful of times and you were getting those lines in the video, it was horrible, and you try to like adjust the tracking with your VCR and it was never fucking working right. And so now you can pause with a YouTube video and go frame by frame and really investigate these things that you couldn't look at before. If there was a kid pooping in the bushes, most people wouldn't notice. And they wouldn't have the pause button to like check it out.
If there was an extra close relationship between two men, you were just like, yeah.
That's a little different. Dude was like clapping his feet, lying on his
That
front.
was so cute. And then he like zoomed in on his feet.
Like, you just know, that's you just can't do that, dude.
Maybe you could back in those days. It wasn't a big deal. Maybe you were just that chummy with your male friends and acted like you were two high school girls.
I don't know. You know how once you turn 18 in the States, it's illegal to date a 17-year-old?
Yes.
I feel like it should be illegal to clap your feet like that when you have your bar mitzvah. Your bar mitzvah. Like as
When
soon
you
as you
turn
turn
12?
as soon as you turn 12 or 13, like it's done, dude. It's a wrap. That's illegal. Mm-mm. Those privileges are gone. Like you used to be able to do that, but now you're a man. Stop. Sorry. I know that's like stupid bullshit, like toxic masculinity stuff, but I'm like, no. Stop it. No. No, no. Grody, you won't ever see Jaby doing that. That's illegal in this household.
I wanted to say that I have evidence, but I really don't.
That's a yucky ducky. Salman Khan looks young.
He does.
And that might be because he was
He was
young.
young. He looks good.
Yeah.
He looks super handsome.
All right, well, cool. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And only Desi, yeah, that was good.
Good job.
Okay, you guys,